Definitely a lot to be looking forward to. And as Ruben just mentioned, AFCON will be seeing two debutants this year, with the Comoros and the Gambia set to make history. To talk more about these teams, I'm joined by sports journalist Christophe Gleizes. Christophe, the Comoros is a tiny island nation with just a population of under 1 million, while the Gambia is the lowest ranked team in this tournament. This really is a fairy tale moment for them both.
It's a fairy tale. I personally have quite high hopes for Comoros, because I think they will be the surprise of this tournament, like Madagascar 2 years ago. When talking about them, you must really bring to the fore the extraordinary work of their coach, named Amir Abdou. He started in 2014 to take the head of this team, and at this time it was like really a very low-ranked team. You know, it was very difficult to make the best players of Comoro even come to play the games. Even the coach Amir Abdou was barely paid, but slowly but surely, since 2014, he has been doing a huge work in favor of this country. And now, they are a force to be reckoned with. They qualified with great style, and so I hope they can manage to put an upset. As for Gambia, I know them a little bit less, but it's true, it's one of the lowest ranked team, but they have players that play in Serie A, you know, the Italian professional championship, and they managed to qualify first of their group, beating République démocratique of Congo or Angola. So you might be afraid of them too, even though as they clearly are more than underdogs.
We'll have to wait and see that. So let's also just talk about some of the players at this tournament. We're seeing more and more talent coming out of Africa, and we've obviously got the obvious stars like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Riyad Mahrez. But who are the other players we should be looking out for?
Oh, okay. So there are two kind of players you should be looking at. So maybe the more confirmed players that, you know, all football fans would already know, but who are real powerhouse for their own country. So maybe Naby Keita for Guinea. I personally have a thing for Sébastien Haller, who is the forward of Ivory Coast, and who's been very effective with Ajax Amsterdam. I think, you know, Ivory Coast has a very impressive forward lineup, so you should watch them. And as well as Thomas Partey of Ghana, you know, who is a great midfielder, or Franck Kessié as well in Ivory Coast. So these are some names that are already well known, but if you really want to look for the next gem, the little gem, well, first of all, I must say that, you know, it's always difficult. You know, Africa Cup of Nations doesn't have a great reputation in bringing to the fore young players, because often, you know, since the games are very tough and there is a lot of competition, the team and the coach tend to prefer more mature and experienced player. But for me, I would say that Hannibal Mejbri from Tunisia is a really exciting young prospect. He's only 18 years old. He plays at Manchester United, and he has been amazing during the FIFA Arab Cup recently with Tunisia going in the final against Algeria, and is very lively in the midfield, and, you know, he brings a lot of joy and energy to this Tunisian team that has tiring leaders like Wabi Kazri or Youssef Msakni. You could also look for Mohamed Bayo from Guinea. He already scored 9 goals in the French League One, so he's really strong, very powerful forward. So he can be very good as well. And as your expert already said, but with Mali Mali is a very interesting team with a great midfield, a very strong midfield, and the players of Mali in the midfield should interest you. So you have Amadou Aïdara from Leipzig, Mohamed Kamara from Salzburg, who is personally my favorite. Then you have Diade Samasekou and Yves Bissouma, who is great currently at Brighton in England. So I think those four players form a very strong midfield, and they should cause an upset.
Certainly, lots of exciting talent to be looking out for there. Thank you very much, Christophe Gleizes, over there for us talking about all the talents we have to be looking forward to. And that